It's raining cats and dogs, but come inside with me because I have a spring and summer showcase. Stay tuned. Okay, family, let's kick this showcase off in the kitchen. Now, as you can see on my open shelving, I have 2 yellow and white polka dot ceramic boots. And inside my boots, I have artificial tulips and a piece of artificial baby's breath. In the center, I have my glass cross come down to my open shelf here, and I have an Easter sign. I love how that looks. Okay, family, in this part of the kitchen, I tend to go lighter colors and brighter colors because I'm dealing with a black countertops, as you can see. So next to my sink, I have a glass pillar candle, and on top of that is actually an artificial boxwood. Now, going up into my glass cabinets, I have 3 white charger plates. I chase that, as you can see, then with white plates, and they have the gold bunnies around the edges. And in the center, I have a teal colored, all 3 of them, Hello Spring. And as you can see, I add artificial greenery inside. I chase that with my gold swags. And then the white bunnies, as you can see, they're actually napkin rings that I'm using for added decor. All right, drop down to my hooks, and as you can see, I have gold measuring spoons. Loving this look. Let me take you over to the corner, and in the corner, there are actually artificial fabric carrots, and then in the center, I just added artificial tulips and artificial baby's breath. Love how that turned out. Now, on both sides, I have, as you can see, a little moss bunny, and on the other side, an orange carrot. Moving over to my stove, I have an orange and white with a touch of green spoon rest, and then a bunny treat container, glass container on the end there of my cabinet set. And then to top it all off, I added a Hello Spring rug. I'm loving this. Stay with me because I have more. Okay, family, let's talk about this tablescape. Now, before we break this table down, let me say this. You all know I can be a little extra. So, as I always say, do as much or as little as your taste allows. Let's talk about it. Now, as you can see, I wanted the wood to show on my table, so I opted to use a runner. This is an artificial greenery that I have draped as a runner. And let's talk about the star of this show. Now, this bicycle I'm using as my centerpiece, and as you can see, I added on the top basket artificial tulips and artificial baby's breath. At the lower end of the back basket, I added cotton candy caramel corn. Now, I always think that you can't go wrong with something edible as a centerpiece. Okay, let's continue. As you can see, I have two little baby bunnies, gold bunnies, down the front, and I also added green and white ribbon around their necks. And then in the back, I have two cylinders with lit candles. Let's talk about this place setting. Now, I started off with my gold glass charger plate. I chased that with my white, green, and yellow dinner plate. And then I chased that with the matching on the ends, two ends, the matching bread and butter plate, and then glass plates across on the two. I then on top of that added, I think you've seen these before, it's just an easy DIY. I think I actually picked up the idea from Martha Stewart. The flowers, and then you place in the center a cupcake liner. Just glue it, tape it, and add anything to the center. I actually have the Easter M&M with peanuts for the center. Then I added my water glasses, my wine glasses, my flatware, and I almost forgot, but I added my dinner napkin, wrapped it around my charger plates. And in the chairs, I actually have pillow covers. Pillow covers are a lot less expensive than actually buying pillows, and it completes this look. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts so far. And now I want to take you to my buffet. Okay, family, let's start with my wall art, because this was actually my inspiration for my buffet. I picked this up probably about 2 weeks ago at my local thrift store, and it was very inexpensive, but I loved it. And I then decorated my buffet from that. Now, on the buffet, I have, as you can see, artificial greenery. Then I added my two little wooden bunnies. I think they are so cute. I couldn't leave them there. The one says too hip, too hop. This one is every bunny welcome. Love those. Then in the center, I added a glass plate. And on top of that, I added a pillar candle holder, and on top of the candle holder, I found that cute little pink and white bunny dish, and inside the dish, I just added pink Hershey's Kisses. I love how this turned out. Stay with me, I have more. Channel, then you probably haven't seen this easy DIY that I did probably about a year ago. So let me just simply explain it. I was wanting a sofa table for the back of my sofa in the living room area. And I took inventory of the items that I had on hand. And as you can see, I had 2 stools that were not in use. And I had my husband clean them up, and he put felt on the bottoms. As you can see, I turned them upside down, and I had a piece of glass, and I just added it to the top. And usually I keep games and things that we would want to use down here in our family room. But this time I took the games away, and as you can see, I added an Easter tree. And on my little tree, I have Easter ornaments. I have gold Easter bunnies, I have crystallized Easter eggs, and then I have the wooden Easter eggs. Underneath the little tree, that is just a yellow and white piece of fabric that I folded and made into a runner. I think this area is a really easy but cute DIY project. Let me take you to the living room. Okay, family, as you can see, I'm in the living room area. Now, I decorated the living room area very modestly because this area is for my guys. And my guys do not like a lot of foo-foo decor. So, as you can see in the center of my trunk, I added a glass plate. On top of that, I have a glass vase. And on the top of that, just an easy DIY pink kissing ball with green picks throughout. On the sofas, I have pillow covers to match my pink and white decor. And as you can see on the TV, I have Longwood Gardens. Now, I have a great Longwood Gardens story. Stay with me. Okay, family, you know I always have a great story, and this is another one. Okay, my husband and I were at Longwood Gardens last summer, and while we were there, I wasn't feeling well that day. So he and I were talking, and we decided that we would stay for the outdoor water show. Now, for the outdoor water show, they have benches the whole row, and the benches are back to back. They have one bench connected to another. So in this instance, we were sitting on the front of one bench, what I would call the front, so that we could see when the water show started. And then if you sat on the back, you would be facing the wall. So we sit down, and it maybe was 30, 40 minutes till the water show was to start. And we're sitting there just chit-chatting and, you know, minding our own business. Now, full disclosure, I've already have said I've never met a stranger before, and that's true. So sometimes it's me, but this time it wasn't. So we're sitting there waiting for the water show, and we hear this noise, these people laughing and all. Well, we're outside, okay, but they're getting closer. So I sort of kind of look up the side of my eye, and 2 couples are coming towards us. They get right there at our bench, and they say, "We want to sit here." And I start laughing, and I'm like, where did you all come from? Well, they start laughing. They're having a conversation with us. And you have to know my husband. When they say opposites attract, that's us. He will introduce himself, shake your hand, greet you politely, but chances of you getting to know him in this type of setting would be slim to none. And then he has motor mouth. That would be me. So although I didn't feel good, how could you not carry on with these four? So I did, and just before the water show started, one of the, I'll say, partners of the one couple sat down. He sat down next to me. Now, I then said, where are you people from? And he explained what area they lived in, not too far from Loma Gardens. And it just so happened the two women of this couple were best friends. And they travel together, and they do all kind of things, activities and stuff together. But the one couple, I think he said maybe were married like almost 50 years. He and this, his significant other, were not married, and he went into the story. And I think the story went something like, she had been divorced for some years, raised the kids by herself, bought a house, career, doing very, very well. He, I think, early on was divorced, but he's known her for 1,000 years, and he doesn't live too far. Now, he then proceeds to tell me the story. I think he proposed maybe 2 times or more. She's not interested in that. She's not interested in living together. She likes that he lives at his place and she lives at her house, and they travel and what have you. Sounds like she was interested in just companionship. Okay, so he's telling me the story and all, and I'm thinking in my head, you have probably more years behind you than you do ahead of you, and you've been going along with this program for how long? And you haven't been in the dating game for like 50 years. I mean, so I think by the end of it, I said, I think it would be better or best for you to go along with this program. Just continue to go along with the program. In the meantime, we missed the whole water show. Running my mouth off with him, and we're back to square one. It was hilarious. After the water show ended, I said, look, we got to get out of here. I got to go home. So they leave. I think we might even exchange numbers or emails or something like that. And they leave, and me and my husband go off to go towards our car. And we get in the car. And now most of the time, like I told you, most of the time my husband will blame me. You got them cranked up or this, that. But he couldn't say that. I didn't know these people. I didn't make eye contact with these people. They just showed up. So we get in the car, and he said, you know what? You attract them. And I said, me? It wasn't me. And you would have had to be there. I mean, it was absolutely hilarious. And I have other really good Loma Garden stories, but this topped the cake. Now, let me know your thoughts of this spring and summer showcase. And until next time, be blessed.